that they are expecting the Chango or the Granger here due to the Lolita pick.
It's also a good combination
Yeah.
with Harith having the Lolita. And as well, you know, we were talking about Xborg and Grok. They're the top picked heroes from Indonesia's side.
Yeah.
And ONIC PH, they're considering the Direct, but of course the Masha is available.
Okay.
Definitely will get it.
Picking.
So Evos Legends might go for the Thams this time.
Yeah. Or probably the Hellcurt. Like we've said, the Hellcurt is actually a great answer with the Masha. It can match up with the movement speed. And of course, if you pop that wild power, and of course, if you do pop that thunderclap, Hellcurt will have a great time, especially in the late game.
Yeah.
But I think that they will just go for their mid lane to answer this Harriet. Okay. Okay, that's a Claude. It's a Claude right there.
Is banning.
Very surprising early Claude pick here for Evos Legends.
I like it.
Well, it's not surprising in a way that because it's not surprising in the side of Indonesia, but it really is gonna surprise ONIC PH because they are gonna wonder why did they pick the Claude very early on, knowing that we have already the Lolita, and we can have the answers.
I like it. We've talked about that they're answering. We've talked about the Hellcurt, but the Claude is also an answer. They do run this one with the high and dry emblem, so they're just gonna go for the side lanes with this Claude, use the Art of Thievery and get all the stacks and just confuse Team ONIC PH in the clash. But meanwhile, ONIC PH, they will now ban their another core hero, which is actually the Lunox.
Another surprising ban here for ONIC PH. It seems like they're respecting this Lunox so well against Evos Legends, because we know that they already have the Masha and the Lolita.
Yep.
They should have the Lunox covered.
Yes.
But ONIC PH says, now we're not going to give any comfort picks to Evos Legends. We're going to ban out the Lunox. We don't want that early game control to be on the side of Evos Legends.
Don't want any range here. As you can see, for the side of Evos Legends, look at the faces, man. Very serious in terms of draft. But okay, that is the Hylas. They're hovering the Balearic here.
Should be looking towards an Akai, but
yeah.
I like this. It's Selena.
I like this.
It's a very good answer to ONIC PH. Not because, well, technically because of the arrow, right? Because it can catch off guard the members of ONIC PH. But more importantly, Selena allows them to invade early or take control of their own jungle without ONIC PH having the access to their own jungle. So it's more like either invade or secure in terms of the buffs. That's the power you have with Selena. On top of the fact that you have extra scouting prowess because of your traps.
Yeah. Plus, that is of course the threat. If ever you get hit by that arrow, you still don't know if they will engage you or not. Team ONIC right now securing the Akai, and they will go for the Kimi. So I think this is of course the fast-paced type of game for Team Philippines due to this Kimi pick.
They're gonna push the tempo.
But this is very scary. This is very scary. Like what you've said, this is Selena.
This is
having that abyssal trap and the passive, of course, and getting all of those buffs. What is the last pick right now for Evos Legends? They need someone in the side lane or probably another support.
Maybe a Thams actually, because Xborg might be relegated to a support this time. I don't see Xborg matching up against the Masha in terms of the side lane versus side lane push, because naturally an Xborg wants to fight.
Yeah.
And Masha doesn't want to. So maybe a little go for another core.
It's a mage.
It's gonna be another mage. So
Selena is the support. Xborg is the support, or Selena is the support.
So what they're gonna do is have this Selena as a support. You have the Lilya in the middle, and then you have the Xborg as your offlaner for Evos Legends. So what they're gonna have to do right now is that Evos Legends will match the tempo of ONIC PH.
Yes.
ONIC PH wants to push, right? ONIC PH wants to control the early game, but Evos Legends says, we have the Lilya, we have Selena and Xborg with us, the Grok to top it all off. We're gonna match your tempo and push with you.
This is looking scary because Evos Legends, they can kill without ultimates here. You have the Lilya, just level 1, level 2 on the Selena, and even the Grok can go for an execute. And of course, that wild the power of nature, early damage. So,
Yeah.
This is very interesting, man.
This is gonna be on Evos Legends setting up the minefield.
Yeah,
right?
the minefield, right?
They have the mines, the traps from Selena as
Selena.
well as the Lilya.
Yeah.
But more importantly, I think the most important thing for Evos Legends right now is taking care of their jungle, particularly the buffs.
Yeah.
Selena and Lilya, they flourish when they get these buffs, and they will, because of that's just what they gives them.
Let's see, because Sunsparks did play this Kimi composition,
Exactly.
but they did play it very safe.
Smash them.
Here we go, game number 1
All
of
troops
day
deployed.
4 of the group stages. ONIC PH will go to the blue side, as Wise is gonna use that Harriet. Dilar as the Masha, Oh My Venus as the Lolita, Yaknu as the Skimmy, and Mr. Greed as the Sakai. Early cut
Yeah,
from the side of Evos PH in the bottom lane.
Look at this, Evos Legends. We were talking about this. They want to take control of their jungle and the opposing jungle already.
Yeah.
They are taking care of the buffs.
Yeah.
But ONIC PH, they say, no, we're gonna match your movements.
Yes.
They take care of this core guard of Evos Legends, get it to the Harith,
Yeah.
and Lilya will not be able to catch them.
That was close right there from Wise. I'm sorry, this is Evos Legends. Rekt is gonna use the Claw, but that is the arrow
Oh my
missing.
goodness.
But as we've said it, before the first minute of the game, that's your first
Luminaire.
blood right there.
Luminaire
Evos
is here, the
Legends.
stun, it connects.
All right.
The arrow, but of course there's not much damage. We'll just back down for this moment.
This is the strength of the Selena and the Grok lineup for Evos Legends. That early game damage
Oh yeah.
is indeed too real. Meanwhile, that is, Evos Legends putting a stop
Yeah.
to the early game aggression and buffs.
Oh
buff
my
tape
goodness, the
of
damage
Team
is
ONIC.
way too much. They take out the one. Can they get the more boomerangs there? But it's not going to be enough as the Grok eliminates the Oh My Venus Lolita.
Oh my, this is really looking hard for ONIC right now. Iaknu, his rotation is now delayed, of course, due to the fact that Evos Legends is
Turtle
forcing out
resurrecting
team
soon.
fights without even the turtle buff.
Yeah, I would like to take note that as listed, Luminaire is one of the supports. Aura is playing as the offlaner
Ura, yeah.
for Evos Legends. This means that this is indeed a support Selena. And even when you look at the movements, Evos Legends are getting away with the greed in terms of their lineup.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with greed, they have so many cores this time. I mean, Selena will be transitioning from a support role into a core role
core.
eventually.
Yeah. Definitely right. You're definitely right. X-Borg as well. And let's see, because for now, Evos Legends, they have the tempo. And again, for the side of ONIC PH, you're waiting for their ultimates. And they do have it right now. Here we go. Evos Legends getting the first objective of the fight. We are now transitioning into the mid game. This is clearly the game for the first 3 minutes. Iaknu needs to buy time for him to get the damage, so as Dilar in the bottom lane.
Well, ONIC PH, what they need to do is to not be overreactive with this killing potential from Evos Legends. Even when ONIC PH are trailing in terms of kills, they can easily get back to the economy by taking care of the lanes, by taking care of turrets.
Definitely right.
And
Definitely
if you
right.
think about it, they're actually catching up.
But there is the threat of the Selena arrow. So this is still very dangerous for the Filipino squad. Evos Legends right now lurking in the mid lane just to control this minion wave here. Nice nice farm there by Mr. Wise and getting that Crimson Lizard. So look at the traps here for the side of Selena. Setting it up in the bottom lane just so that the Claude can be safe, right?
Because they have to take care of their farmer, right? It's the for protect one strategy.
Yeah.
And the value that you get out of these traps, when you play it perfectly well, you actually get a lot. That's really what I like about the Selena, right? You get extra vision. They stunned Greed, but Greed was able to jump away.
And that is the power of Luminaire having the wooden mask right here. So Team Evos Legends just controlling the tempo of this mid game. That is the last insanity for you here in the top lane. And Oh My Venus will fall down.
Goodness.
One.
Oh my goodness.
Losing that gloom. That shadow shockwave
Oh
there.
my goodness. Evos
Oh my
Legends
goodness.
with the triangle offense. against the top lane. They want to go for the steal on this buff, but Weiss will get it. However, the Hurricane Dance is going to be there. While trying to connect onto the Harriet, and Harriet needs a Zaman Force this time.
Nice counterplay from Greed, but Weiss with some circus tricks right there, dashing in and out, manages to get one. But still, Evos Legends, they do have this in the bag. They will set up for the next turtle of the game. Man, they're clearly cleaning the house.
Top lane, it will be secured by Aura. We have this X-Borg having so much farm up top. 3.2k already, the richest one in the game. In 5 minutes, does have the Bloodlust Axe.
If we're gonna look into the bottom lane, Blar will go for the corrosion side, but that is a flicker out to dodge the potential gank of that Donkey and company. Meanwhile, here in the top lane, there you go. This is the turtle dance. Ura and Wann, they are eyeing this objective, but first they do want to kill.
Donkey receives so much damage, will be able to run away. And it seems like Aura, he's ready to fight.
Ready to fight.
The Bloodlust Axe, ultimate is available. They want to fight this, but Greed actually fends them off.
Actually, Dilar is having a good time in the bottom lane against this Claude, if you're gonna think about it, because he does have the advantage in pushing the tier 1 tower. So if ever Dilar goes for the split, Evos Legends will have a hard time catching up, like we've seen previously with him popping the wild power. But as I say this, there is going to be some pokes here in the turtle pit.
I want to see Donkey this time. Greed is here. They want to go for the turtle. This is very fast. Again, the Turbo Masha.
Turbo Masha.
Here.
Yeah, okay.
There is the wild charge. It's far too late. Turtle will be taken by the Harriet, and Donkey will be taken out while the turret was taken down. Bottom, the Zaman Force though. Wann gonna be slain down by Weiss.
And the Grok survives the potential that ONIC PH using the Turbo Masha. They know that, hey, Dlar, you've got good power spike now, right? Yeah. Go to the pit, help us to get back to this deficit.
What's gonna happen here is that ONIC PH should be pushing, but the arrow actually connects onto Weiss. There's the wild charge. Do they have the damage of the question? No, they don't. Weiss gets away with a chrono dash. Donkey wants to dip back to the fray, but now is fended off by the rest of ONIC PH. That is the response from ONIC PH.
I like the response here from the side of ONIC PH, securing and all their objectives, patiently waiting for Evos Legends to overcommit and overstay, and then they just go for outplays. This is very different because Iaknu, they do want that very aggressive early game, but again, because of the delay, it's up to Weiss to get all these skills and all these outplays for them to get back.
Little bit of pressure here in the bottom. The last Insanity gonna be used. They want to go for this Fire Stick's not gonna connect, but it is enough to take the turret for Evos Legends.
The tempo is still in the hands of Evos Legends, even though ONIC PH, they're weighing it down. But again, the damage output of this Lilya is just too much. They do have the Claude still. He's not even joining the fray. He is at level 11. Wrecked is having the time of his life.
ONIC PH, even when they are trailing in terms of the economy, in terms of the gold, I think they're pretty confident with their late game prowess.
Yes.
If you look at their cores, they have the Masha.
Lord,
they also have the Kimi. They can push turrets even in the late game. But in terms of team fights, Evos Legends, you're gonna have to give it to them. They have the Claude. Lilya will have a little bit of problem in the late game comparably to a Harith. But in terms of the magic damage, he can be there to lay down the damage and then for the Claude to clean it up.
You're definitely
they're still happy with it, for sure.
You're definitely right. You're definitely right. I do think that ONIC PH repelled the early game snowball potential of Evos PH because of that early pick off. Blar soaking a lot of damage. That is the blazing duet in your face!
Goodness.
Says get wrecked, ladies and gentlemen. Plus another arrow. Oh my Venus, catching it. Man, Evos Legends, surprise, surprise, the Claude is in town.
And even with the BMI out, to get away into safety just in time with a sliver health, able to run away. Now Evos Legends threatening to take the Lord. This time they found, oh my Venus, oh my! What are you doing in there? And the Lord definitely going to be taken by Evos Legends. Arrival play up top, far too late for Aura. That's insanity going to be used. There is going to be the mashup versus Export action, but Export cannot catch up anymore. But there is the rest of Evos Legends.
Wow,
Arrow will not connect. Aura, oh no, can he run away? No, he can't.
No, he can't. That is a Hurricane Dance, but Aura with a slither of veil. That is a 1,000-pounder, stomping him into the ground. Grid is now running for his life. And that is another 1,000-pounder out. He will dodge out the arrow. Meanwhile, Dlar doing a great job in confusing. Misdirection is the play of ONIC PH right now, but still, Evos Legends, man.
Oh, they're chasing.
They're chasing.
He wants
They're
this.
chasing.
But Dlar already able to run away. Recalling out. Because they have to answer this push from the bottom with the Lord in here. It's going to be Donkey to spot out the Akai.
They need to fight. They need to contest. That is the arrow right there. Iaknu targeting the Lord. Grid is baiting out skills here. X-Board coming in the fray. Look at the minimap right now. Team Evos Legends rotating in the mid lane, eyeing the tier 3 tower.
It's very intense from the side of ONIC PH. So if you look at Evos Legends, they're keeping up in terms of the push.
Yes.
Into the bottom, some big minion push there to secure the turret. While up top, a little bit of threats coming out from Dlar, not really participating in fights, maybe forcing Evos Legends to back up, but in comes the Export.
Dlar is going to be the X factor here for the Filipino team. The main threat for Evos Legends. Dlar. There you go. That is the second bar of health right there. Dlar running for his life. Run, Dlar, run! That is clearly a miss from the wild power. Dlar!
Oh, just in time!
Just in time! What?
The block! What? Oh my goodness! Chasing Dlar, and they do find it, but there's an Aluminum Blast. However, the Blazing Two is going to be there. It's going to be Wise versus the Claw, but the Claw, BMI to be used to get away.
He bought time. He bought time. He bought time, but that is another arrow into the face. Evos Legends can't do this to the Indonesians. We know that play. We know the split push play.
We know the mashup.
We know the mashup play.
In Indonesia, we banned the mashup, but now in Malaysia, they have it to give it to ONIC PH, and they know exactly how to deal with it. Nevertheless, that clash, the U-Mobile instant replay, you saw how Rex was able to find the kill on Greed. And Evos Legends slowly inflating their own lead against ONIC PH.
Yes. Dlar with the sacrificial play to buy time, but it doesn't matter because Evos Legends, they have a lot of siege potential. You have the Black Spears. You have the Art of Thievery. Wann having the Magic Wand. So, man, Evos Legends clearly are in control, and ONIC PH is just trapped in their base.
This is the problem that you get when you go for a Kimi with a Mage Killer, right? If you fail your early game pushes, if you don't get the control of the game, if you don't set the tempo, you will be struggling against your opponents.
Yeah.
And this time, Evos Legends and ONIC, in this game, we know that Evos Legends are able to control the game away from ONIC PH because ONIC PH wanted to push. And Evos Legends just completely stopped them by putting up the tempo, always fighting with this Lilya as well as this Selena.
You are definitely right. Evos Legends knows. They do know that this Kimi lineup has an expiration date. So they immediately went for the counter invade, for the counter jungle, contesting that objective of the Kimi. Meanwhile, they are targeting the Lord. That is the immortality for Ura. Man, this is Lord number 2. Evos Legends right now putting on a show. They catch out Flar. Greed. And Wreck and Donkey just so self-assured that they can tank up and push this bottom lane.
Oh my goodness, the bravado from Donkey. Manning up against the members of ONIC PH, paving the way for the rest of Evos Legends to slowly march down the mid lane. I have to take note, there is the Export to take care of the top lane because there's a little bit of pressure in there from the Masha, but here we go indeed. The
more
push
pressure
with the Lord.
More pressure. The classic Indonesian pressure. Here we go. Another blazing duet for Mr. Rek. That is too deep. Iyaknu with a slither of health. That is, of course, the last insanity coming in from this X-Borg. Nobody will die, but the threat is indeed real. The damage is real. This Claude is the real deal.
Now onto the bottom, they have the Lord. Manjin, it's gonna be intense for ONIC PH for sure. How can they defend? There's the Lord.
That's the Lord
Wann actually
charge.
taking some damage from Kimmy, but actually tags it up. There's a Hurricane Dance. They found this Lilya, and they will kill him down. There's the Zaman Force coming in for the defense. The Lord will be taken down for sure. Masha able to run away, but the turret is taken down. Masha will eventually fall from the traps, from the damage over time, from the ticks of this Selena.
The Selena, the arrows, man. The arrows, just putting in all the work. Getting that immortality from Oh My Venus, and of course, getting this Villar, Masha, Evos Legends, very patient right now, but mission accomplished. Manages to destroy the tower in the bottom side, and the next thing to do is just pressure up all their lanes and hope for another outplay.
So now this is the 15-minute mark. We don't know what can happen. Anything can happen this time, but you know that Evos Legends are leading by so much. 9,000 in the bank. Not only that, if you look at their heroes, they have natural progression, natural scaling towards the late game.
Yep.
ONIC PH, they don't necessarily have that. Harriet might be strong, but not Kimmy.
This is because of the Selena, man. Because of that 3-second arrow. There you go, another blessing. Do it, two-man knockup coming in from Donkey. And this is Wann from behind. Look at those black spears. Those are Bubba spears. That is the black shoes. She is not going to school because she is gonna run away. And that is, of course, a focus fire for Team ONIC PH. And nice arrival into the faces of the Filipino squad.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Arrival in your face. Arrival in your face. But that is ONIC PH to take that victory for the skirmish. You know what? This is one of those moments where you can say greed is good.
Greed is good.
With the Hurricane Dance to actually isolate the Claude and lock him down, pin him against the wall. Was able to help ONIC PH land the kill on a very important hero.
Is this a comeback? Is this the ONIC comeback right here? They're pushing out the mid and the bottom lane. There you go, Mr. Dilar, and Oh My Venus. Just picking off that Selena, 45 seconds into the death timer. Donkey is now here, soaking up a lot of damage. He's just alone. He's alone.
He is alone, does have the immortality, and is very tanky. Aura is here. They shift their attention to Aura. That's gonna be the Firaga armor already burned to crisp.
Rek is on the side.
Oh, the Masha is down.
There you go, another good Hurricane Dance coming in from Greed. The two heroes fell down for the side of Team ONIC PH. That is the Zaman Force outplay. Here you go, acrobatics coming in from Wise.
Oh, no, Rex.
But they have no damage. Blazing to the duet, but the shields are real for Wise. And it's not enough to save his life. Evos Legends.
And the rival play up top.
The difference from Evos Legends here in the bottom lane gave them the opportunity to take this Lord and probably go for the side lane push.
True mobile replay, you can see the wraparound. Look at the positioning of the Claude, only showing himself in the most important moment where they are able to kill the Masha. They take out the Lilita as well. In the middle, the Zaman Force will eventually be there, but without the Hurricane Dance to pin down this Claude, he's really hitting from behind. And of course, the Blazing Duet to top it all off.
Oh my.
Oh, this is such an intense game, man.
Intense game. Such a bloodbath we're having right now. ONIC PH suppressed here in their base. All of the towers gone. Evos Legends with 16 kills. Wrecking havoc.
My goodness.
And they're waiting for the Lord to come in the mid lane. They do want to get game number 1.
Marching in the middle. That's the Lord. There's the Mega Ninjas in there. Jumping, coming out from Rex.
There you go.
This time, of course, should be it. There's the Zaman Force, the Hurricane Dance that get pinned down, but the Claude.
The
Claude! The Claude! Rex takes down the base.
Indo Pride is better than the Filipino Pride here at game number 1.
At least in game number 1. With a lot of viewers watching us, ONIC.
Light it up, light it up, light it up.